now we come to the second part of AIA mortgages, which is the term and condition. Technically, what we do is we are most concerned with looking at the three P's. What is the three P's? Will be the property. In terms of property, okay, ideally it should not be under any negative list, or we do not do auction properties. Okay, we do not just finance land. Okay, neither land and construction, except for those under our panel of developers. No Malay reserve land or Bumi law, because we are not licensed to do so. No low or medium cost properties. In terms of payment to income, what we do is this one. We look at the three P's. Property must be in a good location. Payment to income must be prompt. Payment track record such as CCRIS or CTOS. Okay, no track record, no bad track record as well. So to expand on the three P's, okay, we will go into detail. Firstly, who can apply? Malaysian citizens and permanent residents. Foreigner, we don't really do it. The most is on a case-to-case basis. If they want, preferably, they apply together with a Malaysian. If both of them are foreigner, both of them working overseas, then of course it's be very hard for us. But if they are working here, they have established interest in Malaysia, then we can consider, but on a slightly lower margin. Loan amount is, loan tenure is 40 years or up to age 60, whichever is earlier, and the minimum loan is 100,000.
Not 75.
No, 65. If they are doing their own business or professionals like lawyers, engineers, doctors, then we can consider up to age 70. For completed property, what we can do is this. Properties located in Klang Valley, Penang, Sungai Petani, Malacca, Kuantan, all the major towns, okay, and cities, but must be completed with CF. For non-landed properties such as condominium and apartment, we will only be able to do for Penang and Klang Valley. But for Klang Valley, condominiums and apartments, Kajang and Klang is excluded. For Kajang and Klang, it's only landed property. If it's under construction, what we do is we will only refer to AIA approved list of developers and projects. Property preferably is for own occupancy, and then for leasehold property, the remaining leasehold must exceed 30 years upon the loan maturity. So if a client comes to you and says, hey, I would like to refinance my property in PJ, but my leasehold is only 50 years remaining, the maximum he can borrow from us will be 20 years. Because when the loan expires, only 30 years left. We exclude properties such as auction, Malay reserve land, native, okay, and negative areas such as those located in landslip or flood-prone areas, near oxidation pond, power station, T-junction, and factories, industrial lands, retail lots, all those we will not finance. We only finance residential houses. The margin of finance is as follows. For the purchase of new properties, for landed, we can offer up to 90%. For non-landed is 80%. However, on a case-to-case basis, subject to the customer income and job profile, we can go up to 90% for non-landed properties. For refinancing, it will be 80% for both. The difference is this. If you are buying a property, then we will base the margin on the purchase price or the market value, whichever is lower. But if you are refinancing, we no longer look at the purchase price, because purchase price can be as easily as 5 or 10 years ago. So, the margin of financing will be based on current market value. You can call any of our panel valuers, call them up and say, hey, this is who and who from AIA. Can I have a verbal indication on the property? They will be able to tell you over the phone how much the market value is worth. Okay, it's one of the benefits that you enjoy as an AIA agent. The valuable will be at your service. Then we look at the income eligibility. Basically, it is this. What we do is, we look at the installment, including 5% minimum card payment over monthly income. The PTI, the payment to income ratio, must not exceed 50%. Okay. Here we state 40 to 50 for both salary earner and self-employed. But generally, you can take 50% as a general guideline. Let me elaborate on this.
50%.
Yes. You meet a customer that tell you that I have a car loan, I have one housing loan, then the wife have one personal loan, and then another car loan. Now they are interested to come to AIA to apply another housing loan. All these 5 commitments, including the new AIA home loan, add up together, ideally should not be more than 50% of their income. Combined income, correct? Okay. We still look at gross fixed income. Should not be more than 50%. Again, this is a general guideline. Why do I say general? Simply just to make things easier for you. But the thing is this. Let's say if we were to see a customer, you sit down and say, hey, my income is 2004. Then he said he has no car loan, no personal loan whatsoever. Now he just wants to apply for a loan. Okay, and the new installment for his housing loan is 1,002. 1,002 over 2004, 50% now. But I can tell you, chances are, this case, we will not approve right away. We will go back to the customer and say, is it possible for you to add in another co-applicant or to lower the margin? Because for us, for this customer profile, 50% is considered too high. After we minus off the 50%, he only have 1,002 left. Then you have to minus all his other EPF or let's say income tax, whatever living expenses. Things are very tight for him. So that's why in this situation, you cannot use 50%. However, let's say another husband and wife come to us. Combined income 20,000. Combined commitment 12,000. 60% already. But I can tell you this case we will try our best to approve. Because even though it's at 60%, they still have disposable income of 8,000 left. They are still quite comfortable. So in order for us to push this case through, we will ask them, hey, is it possible to show us if there's any other additional income, like your savings, like your FD, like any tenancy, okay, any properties that is rented out, we can take the tenancy income into consideration. So this is the thing here. For salary earner, what we do is, for their income, we look at their gross fixed salary, fixed allowances, and fixed contractual bonus. For self-employed, those that are doing their own business, things are a bit more straightforward. What we do is we will simply look at the last 2 to 3 years of their personal income tax declaration. Now this is the point whereby we will run into some problem. If you are doing your own business and you make 1 million, how many will declare 1 million profit for income tax purposes? Okay. So you have the problem of under-declaration. But when it comes to a businessman, they will not just have one house, one car, unlike a salary earner, because they have money. They have other business commitments. They will tend to have 2 or 3 cars, 2 or 3 houses, or even some business loan, OD, okay, SME loans, all those taken under their name. So they come to us with a lot more commitments compared to a salary earner. But in terms of salary, they are under-declared. So you can see a big gap. That is why you will find that when it comes to AIA home loan, it will be a bit difficult for them to get approval. However, for AIA home loan, we do tend to attract salary earner more because the increment is very minimum every year. Whereas inflation, interest rate, all those goes up every year. So they will tend to favor fixed rate. Okay. In other words, our target market is really middle income earners. Okay. To calculate the installment, you have a few choices. You can use your financial calculator. We will provide you with an Excel worksheet, or you can use a factor table that you can get from AIA Direct as well. Okay, to calculate. But actually nowadays, with smartphones, you can just install one from the App Store. Okay, it works just the same.
App Store got calculator.
Got many.
So which is the one to choose?
You can also, for other term and condition, life policy or MITA is strongly encouraged. House owner insurance is compulsory. However, for non-landed property, let's say your customer comes to you, they are buying a condo or apartment. They do not have to buy a fire insurance from us because the management has already bought one for them. So in that case, we will wait. Valuation reports and loan documentation must be handled by our AIA panel valuers and solicitors. However, don't let that stop you from doing AIA housing loan because in terms of our solicitors, we must have close to 500 in claim value alone. So chances are the lawyer that you want to use or the one that your client wants to use is already under our panel. Okay? And then for documents required, if you are working, we will need 3 to 6 month pay slip. Why 3 to 6 months? For straightforward cases, 3 months would be good enough. What is straightforward cases? Your pay slip, your pay is fixed, your allowance is fixed, your commission is fixed. So 3 months would be good enough. Because you give us 3 months pay slip, 3 months bank statement, the bank statement must be the one that shows the salary going in. So it tallies with the pay slip. And then if you have these two, then you can also provide us with EPS statement, the tally with the pay slip or income tax. So with this is good enough already. Why are there cases whereby we ask for 6? It is when those customers have commission that varies from month to month. Last time AIS, we just look at it and say, oh sorry, we only calculate the fixed salary, commission we don't take. Now again, we are trying to be more subjective, trying to be more customer friendly. We will take the variable income into consideration. But also to be fair to AIA, what we do is we will take a 6-month average just to see a more accurate figure. That's why we ask for 6-month pay slip. So if you see a customer, you can tell that their pay is fixed every month, no need for 6 months. 3 months will be good enough. Okay. So credit card statement, if they have, please make available to us. In terms of property, if they have already signed the S&P or they have the title deed in hand, give it to us. If they have not, they only signed a booking receipt. Let's say they are buying a property now. They only have with them a booking receipt. Please give it to us as well. However, if you go and see a customer, and your customer says, I'm thinking of buying the property next to my house, but I haven't made a down payment yet because I'm not sure whether I qualify for the loan. Tell your customer they can submit in the application immediately. They don't even need a booking receipt. Most banks will need a minimum booking receipt before they will proceed. AIA, no, we can do so immediately. Once the loan has been approved, then we will verbally inform you and the customer, hey, your loan has been approved. We will not issue out the offer letter because we have nothing on the property details. Yeah. Then you can, but then at least you can, be happy, you can go and make the booking. Okay? For those that are doing their own business, it will be at least 2 to 3 years of their income tax declaration along with business registration forms such as Form 2449, 6 to 12 months company and personal loan statement. For other income justification, such as rental, last time we did not take rental into consideration. Again, now we are trying to improve. So we will take tenancy agreement, but it has to be stamped, of course, current. Don't give us a tenancy agreement that expired 5 years ago. They have to be current, and then preferably backed by 3 to 6 months bank statement that shows the rent going in every month. Okay.